Yeah, congratulations to Daniel Pollard. Unfortunately, he bubbled the main event today, but he ended up winning a winner mat using the same deck, pretty much card for card. So, what are you playing today?
So it's Cyber Branded Therians, also known as CBT.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's got a bunch of cool interactions. So yeah, unfortunately, came 33rd, so just bubbled out of the main event for state championships, but we came third at the winner mat, and that's the main thing. So I'll go through my matchups actually, really quick. So during the state championships, I got one out by Dino. Nappies is a good card.
Nappies is a good card.
2-0 PK.
Yep.
I 2-1 Adventure Despia. 2-0 Salad. Got 0-2 by Sword Soul. Got 0-2 by Despia. Then I 2-0 Despia in the last round of the main event. And in the winner mat, I 2-1 Hero. I got 0-2'd by Punktarian, I 2-1'd Invoked Despia deck, and I 2-1'd Despia. Yep. So yeah, overall, really like this deck. I think it plays really well, blinding second as well, and yeah, let's get into the
no worries. Okay, so what's the main deck looking like?
So, standard ratios that I've been playing for Cyberdark, so 1 Edge, 1 Horn, triple Claw, double Cannon. So, in blind second versions of this deck, it's common to see people play the 1 cannon, playing 2 just because there's a lot of like grave hate right now. Like a lot of people are playing Crow for Despia, and like this card is very important for the mill. As standard, both of these have discard effects. This grabs Cyberdark Spell or Traps. This one grabs monsters and damage calc when they're equipped to a Cyberdark. This is Foolish Burial. This is extra Foolish Burial when they're sent to the grave. When they were equipped, this adds a Cyberdark monster from grave back to hand. This one draws 1 card. All you need to know. And these are garbage, but they're shiny, so it's fine.
They're the main ways you get like all the like cannon claws good effects.
Exactly. So onto the Cyber Dragons, 2 core, 1 hers, 1 side draw. One. Basically, with this, normally I would not be playing this, but because with Branded Fusion and because I'm blinding second, it makes sense to play the slightly heavier Cyber Dragon package. Basically with hers, because you send it with Branded Fusion, you can chain block your Albion. So it helps sense. Like play around stuff.
And then you can make like Rampage and stuff, right?
Basically. So on to some other stuff. We're playing 3 Reggies.
Reggie.
This card is insane. This card is so good. The fact that like you can like Branded Fusion and like that resolves, and then you just summon this as well. Like going second, like you break their board, you summon this, and you have like some other stuff as well. Means that your opponent realistically can't do anything on their next turn. So card is really good. Then cannon targets. These are unfortunately less good now that Verte is banned, because normally you'd be sending Eldritch and then you could do Verte, but because Verte is banned, the utility of these have decreased, but at the same time, so while the ceilings decreased, the floor hasn't really changed. So they're still like really good in instances where, for example, you don't open the Branded Fusion, or like just like late game, because like they just put some more damage to ensure that you do get the OTK. So and then lastly, 2 Elbaz for Branded Fusion targets. And then Triple Ash. So onto spells. Triple Emergency. Triple Realm. Triple Branded Fusion as like I guess like a power 1 of spells. Emergency and Realm all do the same thing. They basically lead to
they get your Cyberdark cards going and
and then if you count all of these cards up, I'll quickly just like sidetrack to this. This your like these are all 1 card starters. So like which is why I chose to go blind second, because if you open like this and like one of these starters, like they don't brick, like they just become extenders for one another. Which is I think really really strong. So Cyber Emergency for blinding seconds really good, because you just grab side draw if you've opened core. It's an extra body. This is stock standard. It's Tenki and Tensu. And this good card. Very good card. Very good card. Makes Rampage Dragon. And then that's a game. And then lastly, for 3 of spells, we're playing Triple Lightning Storm. Good card.
Good card.
Nothing much to say about this. I'm really happy I played this today. Then I'm playing 2 talents. It's probably incorrect to play 2, but realistically in testing, there's a lot of times where like you actually can't get a Talents live.
Yeah.
Because like the way that like if you're up against like Monkey deck or like for whatever reason, like if your opponent chooses to do effects in the battle phase, it's like you won't always get this card live.
Yeah.
Honestly, half the time I'm sending it with Oblich.
Yeah, well, like that's fine. Like having like a dead spell that you can do that with is like not a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So random one-offs. So one Dark Ruler.
Yep.
One Raigeki. One Foolish, and one Call by the Grave.
Yeah.
And just like nice one-offs. These make sense.
Yeah, these two a little less, but I guess like Raigeki's like really good. And then like, yeah, and I guess Dark Ruler is nice to have because like sometimes you want to OTK, but sometimes it's like just like Dark Ruler wins you. I guess like
Realistically, if I had droplets, it'd probably be like droplets instead of these two. But like Raigeki being your 4th copy of Lightning Storm.
Yeah.
It's honestly like not the worst thing to play. And then I play a small field spell suite, so I play one Terror, one Therian field spell, one Mystic Mine.
Okay.
Going second, Mystic Mine most of the time will auto win the Despia matchup going game 1.
Yep.
Because they generally won't be main decking Backrow Hate.
Yep.
And then this card is just insane.
Yeah, this card's crazy. Like this card is so broken. I think like I don't understand how they printed a field spell this broken. Like again.
Yeah. Well, what you can do as well, like this came up once in like my testing. So you can have like a Cyberdark.
Yeah.
So this is on the field. You can have a Cyberdark with cannon.
Yeah.
You can like cannon in the damage calc, send your Regulus.
Yeah.
And then when you destroy a monster, you get to just grab the Regulus out of your grave.
Yeah,
so it's a way to
really
tutor
nice
for it as well, which is. It didn't come up today, but in testing it does come up.
Yeah.
Because this field spell does like too much.
Yeah, it does way too much. I agree.
And then on to traps, triple imperm to round out hand traps, and one overflow.
Yeah.
Baiting overflow, because it comes down to the whole thing. You break a board, you're probably not going to OTK.
Yeah.
But because Brand Fusion sets up 2 Cybers in grave, it's a guaranteed pop 2 on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, and sometimes pop 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it for the main deck. We're playing 46 cards because we're spicy like that. But onto the extra. So double Albion. This is the main one going into. I'm playing the second one just to send it off with Mirror Jade.
Yep.
And like, the second does come up because we do have a lot of good light effects. Hers is a good target to send. Eldritch is a good target to send.
Yep.
So one Lubellion as well. Because when you're going for the branded fusion into Rampage, it's nice to Lubellion back your cyber materials, so then you can dump them again with Rampage. So you don't really lose out on resources compared to if you had to dump core, for instance. And then Mirror Jade for going first. Did make this card going second. It is a house of a card. You know, if they out it, they have to deal with the nuke effect. And pretty good.
Your 5th copy of Raigeki?
Yeah, true. True. And then Rampage as well. This card just like just chews through things. Nothing really much to say about that. And then I'm playing one Fortress Dragon because there is a decent amount of. I was expecting a decent amount of Therians and like just being able to eat Regulus.
Yeah, just really eat Regulus. Yeah.
And then this because people still summon the EMZ.
Yeah. This is always good.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like you have to play this.
Yeah.
And then one Entest because we send this off cool.
Yeah.
It just like helps clear up like really sticky boards or really weird boards that you wouldn't otherwise be able to clear.
Yep.
On to some Lick monsters.
Yep.
So Almirage because we can link away our Cyberdarks if they don't have equips or cores and make Regulus live.
Yeah.
IP because IP plus Gizmek is Unicorn. These 2 Charmers because they're arguably
probably the best.
There was one instance where I like reborned my opponent's Fallen of Albaz and used it to fuse away like the last fusion.
That's pretty. That's a pretty good interaction.
Unicorn for IP as stated, and then for Link Force access code and Apollosa. You don't. This deck can like OTK without them. They sort of like come up to help like clear a board, and Apollosa is nice where you like in instances where it's like a simplified game state, and and like you have a bunch of bodies in main phase 2. You just put them into an Apollosa, and then your opponent has to deal with like 3 monster negates out of nowhere. Basically.
Yeah, like sometimes turn 3 like going through like an Appaloosa is kind of impossible if your board's been broken. Yeah.
And then onto the side, triple evenly. So people be like, "Oh, you're blinding second. Why are you side decking evenly?" I need my battle phase for 1 because of the Cyberdarks. 2, it's like this is more so like a niche thing. I can break through most boards, but in like really like intense decks or sometimes you just need that extra blowout. So like game 3, I might just side in even more blowouts, for instance. Deep Barrier is just good for like Sword Soul, it's good for Despia. It's okay with the Punk stuff as well.
I think it's terrible against Punk Therion, but it's good against like Adventure Punk.
Yeah, like depending on like the Punk build, it's nice.
Yeah.
I want Triple Draw as well because I like. This is a card that I sort of back and forth on. I was gonna play this or Crow. I'm glad I played this because I feel like there's enough stuff in the format where Droll does matter.
Yeah.
Especially if your Despia opponent either doesn't branded opening in the draw phase or if they just
hard open like activate a Lure of Darkness.
Yeah, you just Droll and then they lose out on so much plus.
Yes.
And then for some other back row hate, 2 Twin, 1 Duster. I guess it kind of feels nice, but also I just wanted to play other stuff within my side as well. 1 Token Collector for the Sword Soul matchup because you just send it with Cannon and then it's pretty free. 1 Invasion in the event where my opponent Big Brain. Well, it's either I choose to go first or I can get a read that my opponent will make me go first.
Yep.
And it's just a way to just like search for some more interruption with Claw.
Yeah.
And then Red Reboot for Monkey, never saw it, never versed any Monkey. That's
no worries.
the matchup. That's all of it. Bubbled in the main event, but we came 3rd in the winner mat.
Yeah, it's nice and won this nice mat. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, no worries. Well, congratulations and thanks for the profile update.
Nice. Thank you so much.
No worries.